Your clock. Yes, tell her since you lose to her, take you on a date so you could learn her offense better. Now I was joking. Oh.
As the Cowboys get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25.
You know you can beat a girl. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, though, bro. I know it don't probably look good by the saying, but you just gotta go with the flow.
Rose, Satori. Rose and Satori. You want some more noodles? Okay. Bananas for breakfast. Huh? Try this one. Try mine. Yes, baby. Gonna be something.
Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A beautiful fake. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Luck. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Luck going to keep it on the sneak. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak. No.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck taking it in. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Well, Dallas works their way back out here on offense, Charles. Let's look back to their game last week against Houston. The play that folks were talking about afterwards, at least the Dallas fans, was when they elected to punt it on 4th and 1 from Houston's 42.
Yeah, in overtime, Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. A lot of Dallas fans thought turn and hand it to Zeke, let him pick up the first down and go down and win the ball game.
Bye-bye, Beasley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. To try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back onto the field come the Indianapolis Colts, who sit at 1-4 through 5 weeks of the season. And that Thursday night loss at New England, Charles, really the lack of a running game for Indianapolis, putting more on the shoulders of Andrew Luck, and it's been tough going.
Yeah, lack of a running game. An offensive line is trying to find itself. A ton of injuries throughout the team. And without the passing game having T.Y. Hilton and Jack Doyle, two of the better receivers in the league, they didn't play against New England, so they lose 38-24. They're down to a 1-4 record. But here's what I don't understand. Andrew Luck coming back off of shoulder surgery, essentially 2 years lost. 121 passes in his last 2 games, 62 against Houston, 59 against New England. They've got to come up with something to try and protect the investment that is Andrew Luck.
Now, you mentioned the last 2 games. Well, through all 5 weeks combined, he's thrown the most passes in the league. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a first down throw. Luck looking deep for Hilton. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Luck now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
Throwing again is Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Allow me to sidestep for a second after that incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up, you're down. But this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass rush is foiled. And how about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking the measure of the Tennessee Titans, who are off to a 3-1 start? And Josh Rosen, his second start in the NFL, he takes out the 49ers with help from his Cardinals teammates. That's the first time in the Super Bowl era that we've had rookie quarterbacks go 4-0 on a weekend. And somewhere in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson's wanting to know when he's going to get his opportunity. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. It's Locke. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. The give is to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
46.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Prescott from the gun. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Prescott now on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll make it third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. As the stop to go in this first half. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there. and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw is Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with the play call. Because one play drive and interception. A lot of people think the very next time when you run the football, give them a chance to play action. Maybe the play action should be shooting. Consider that filling in the whole.
It's going to be and Jordan Lewis right there in the coverage.
It's always a battle. It's the first down. The defense is massive. You've got the ball 4 yards to go. You're first down. What you're aiming for is that the throw for it there. Nice out of the
Here's Hines. And he gets us a just shy of 40 down at the 39. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
This stage of the game, the defense needs to bring it a little bit out. The rest of the defense starting to the air. But in a sense, that just sets that up for good. So the defense might be a little bit out of town. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just the first, so 2 remaining as they go here in this third quarter.
Sometimes we forget just how big big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college, shocked everyone, ran a sub 4.83.
And grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe. So he knows how to use his feet.
And he does. But they can accept his legs and arms as well.
He's going to go. He's got his man. It's hits before the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hill, 31 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. Now we take it in the end zone. 7. Prescott. That's a short here to his tight end.
What a bummer. If you're going to quit, this dude taking a delay or penalty 3 times to quit. Now, that's lame, man. Jeez, man. You quit, man. Quit. One more penalty, you get kicked out. Huh? One more penalty. One more penalty.